All right, guys, what are you looking at there? Well, this is the Canadian knife company Sleeper. Jared just did a video about this, actually. Today is first day in pocket, so you're getting to look at it first time. I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised with it. It's getting late in the afternoon. I actually have to get this wrapped up and do a live feed tonight, so we're gonna turn this around. We're gonna take a look at it from above, but this was a lot of fun to carry today, so let's get to it. So guys, like I said in the intro, this is the, sorry, that was my fault. That was absolutely not the knife not having good action. This is the Canadian Knife Company Sleeper. As you can see, I am getting towards the end of the day and I cut down a ton of cardboard. My landlord bought some stuff for the house and I told him that, he was like, oh, I'll take the cardboard. I said, no, I want to cut it up because I knew I had a couple knives to test. This thing is super comfortable to cut with, super great knife. So let's take a quick look at it, but I'm going to show you some size comparisons because this is an unusually oddly dimensioned knife. So your first knife's going to be Cold Steel Voyager Tonto. Now this is a big knife. I just kind of wanted to have some dimension, but the nice thing is it's got a pretty broad blade. So I wanted you to see this is made for cutting. You can see the difference in that, in the blade width. So your next knife's going to be the Benchmade 940. So you can see, surprisingly, it is a little bit bigger than the 940 in length. Sorry, a little longer than the 940, but just bigger in all dimensions. It's deceptively large now that you can see it next to that. I think this is going to wind up being our second knife every time because I had people say that not everybody knows the size of the other knives. So we're just going to probably have this as a staple. So next knife is going to be the Chris Reeve Knives Sebenza Large 21, and you can see tip to tip, tail to tail, this is not that much smaller than this knife. So there you go, some really good size comparisons. Let's go ahead and start talking about this knife so far today. So let's take a quick look at this. So this is not just an attractive knife, it is a very, very good cutter. This is a really nice thin 14C28N blade on this. I'm not sure about the cutting because, like I said, with all of these knives, I try to keep myself from knowing anything about the knife except what I can get from the handle. I don't know price. I don't know anything except that this is blue micarta and this is a 14C28N blade. That being said, this thing is ground just about perfect for all around cutting. It's not super, super thin, where your edge isn't going to hold up, but it's also nice and thin and transitions really well down here behind the edge. It came screaming sharp, and you can see I put it through some paces and definitely cut up a good bit of cardboard, enough that I shined the finish, and I have felt no change. Oh my goodness. I felt no change in the edge. I almost cut myself with that. It is bitey and nasty sharp. So the factory edge on this has held up. And I mean, I cut up a really large, big box of cardboard and inner liners for some stuff the landlord is installing here at the house. Thumb stud and reverse flick only on this. Nice, big, thick handles in this blue micarta. We'll talk about the pocket clip in a minute. Nice and radiused on this, so you get a full beefy hand grip. Nice rounded spine on this. At first when I saw it, I wasn't sure I liked it, but it's got decent jimping on it here, and when that really comes into play is you can get up in this forward choil real comfortable and cut and bear down and get a lot of pressure on your cutting surface. Handles are really comfortable. They feel really secure. They have not finished this this micarta, this blue micarta. They have not finished to where it's too smooth. You definitely have good grip on that. And if your hands are sweaty, you don't have to worry about losing grip on this knife. The aperture on it for the action and everything, action is just about shake home. And reverse flick is really good. The action on it's good, but this is a very light blade. So a lot of times that has something to do with how drop shut a knife is. This is a blade weight, but there's no real friction on this at all. It might just need a little bit of a cleanup. Rounded spine on this coming down. It gives you an interesting look. I didn't like it at first. I've kind of, through the day, I'm like, I don't dislike it. And then, like I said, just everything about it is built for just cutting. It cuts so well. Nice amount of flat on the blade, but a little bit of belly here. So if you need to get up on something, you can cut around it. I could see this being something I would carry if I was going to do some small game hunting. This would be great for rabbits, squirrels, things like that. It's not too pointy. You can definitely get up on that point and do some skinning around the animal if you're out in the field and have trapped or shot some game. So there's the good stuff about it. I do like this knife a lot so far. I do have to say there's a couple small things that I'm not as big a fan of. So we'll flip this around and we'll talk about those real quick. All right, guys, like I said, there's only two small things that I found about this knife so far today. There might be things that come up later, and they're both related to the pocket clip. Now, I don't mind these pocket clips too much. I don't think that this is going to be something I completely hate, but this pocket clip, as you can see, does move a lot, and you can feel it when you clench down on the knife. Now, they've done this weird angle, this unusual angle, which is comfortable in hand, but that kind of leads me to the second thing. So you feel that pocket clip flex in hand when you squeeze it because it is at an unusual angle. No hotspot. Note that I did not mention a hotspot on this knife at all so far. I've found none. But the other thing is the way this pocket clip sits, it makes this take up more space in my pocket. Because why does that look like Cookie Monster? It kind of looks like Cookie Monster to me. But with this pocket clip being at an angle instead of straight, I think that mitigates some of the hotspot issues. But what happens is you put it in your pocket, it cants over, and it takes up like that much more space in your pocket. Instead of being straight, it's like that. And so if you got a bunch of stuff in your pocket, you may not enjoy that pocket clip as much because it does absolutely take up a good bit more. Once this is flush with your pocket, it's taking up more space. Now, if you put this in the front of your pocket and you're carrying something else, might not be an issue. But I did that and I noticed that reaching into my pocket, it was kind of obscuring. So if you're carrying this up towards the zipper part of your pocket and then have something else in the back, you may not be able to put a lot of stuff in your pocket without taking this out to get to it. So that's it. I like the fact you can slow roll it. The action on it's good. You can hear it snaps even. It's got a good snappy detent on it. So good bit of detent pressure. So other than that little thing, those two little things I've noticed, I don't see any real problems with this knife. I'm so far a fan today. So let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. So yeah, guys, there you go. Like I said, just a first day in pockets, but I am really, really happy with how this did today. I cut a lot of cardboard, and like I said, it did a really good job, super comfortable. So only issue I really found, like I said, was kind of just the pocket clip thing. We'll see how that changes. Things might change over time, you know, who knows? So that's it on this one, guys. Just a quick first day in pockets. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's simple as like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. If you do hit the bell icon, make sure you set it to all and make sure that you set notifications on your device for YouTube or you will not get it even if the bell is on. I apologize, YouTube only sends out 3 notifications a day. That's the max I'll send out. So if I do more than 3, you're still just going to have to check the channel. So if you want to support the channel, like I said, like's the best thing you can do. It pushes us up the algorithm. Any video you have watched for more than 15 seconds that you didn't drop a like on, shame on you. You're hurting the channels. You're not helping the channels that you love. If you want to support the channel financially, ton of affiliate links down below, any of the Amazon ones. If you're looking for anything, just use one of those affiliate links and then go search from the top. It gets you into my store. It keeps you logged in for like 24 hours. Anything you purchase, regardless whether it's shampoo or conditioner or any of those things, I still get credit for it. I do have a membership. Oh, Coffee Brand Coffee, 5% off your order. And Dahlstrom just sent me another item that we're going to review here before too very long. So check out both of those as well. But the Coffee Brand Coffee, 5% off your overall order, and it is good. And then the membership, there's a tier base. I got 3 tiers. Everyone that's a member gets access to my golden servers, just like Discord. Baseline and premium tier members are automatically entered into the giveaways that I do for them. And the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series here on YouTube behind the paywall. So guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. It makes it easier for me to moderate the channel. It makes sure that your comment gets seen. And you know, if it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I'll see you in the next video.